You ever had that one moment in life?
Back. Play action, Rattler to the air, looking deep down the field. Shaheed's got great speed. He's got him. Shaheed down the sideline. 10-5, touchdown. There's the home run ball for the Saints. 87 yards. Was looking deep for Robinson, not home. He's got all day. Now he's going to run, and he lost the football. It slipped right out of his hands, and the Saints have it. Cameron Jordan recovers. Dart in the shotgun, Scattaboo. And the ball came out. No whistle. Howden going the other way. Howden's going to go the distance, and we'll have to see if this one stands. Dart intercepted again. Kool-Aid has his... Dart, pressure coming off the edge. He's on the move. Dart trying to keep it alive, throws across his body deep, and it's picked off. Kool-Aid McKinstry with his first NFL interception.
Well. We gotta win. We gotta win. Let's talk about it on Land Yap Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Land Yap Podcast with your host, Big Pop. And Saints versus Giants. I mean, what can you say? We building. I told you from the jump, this was a building season. We needed growth. I think they showed that today. They overcame, right? And they did what they had to do. But let's get into some of these stats. So team stats. First downs, we got the Giants with 23, Saints with 18. Third down efficiency, Giants 3 of 10. Saints got off the field. How about that? And the defense played lights out in the second half too, but we'll get to that. Third down efficiency for the Saints, 7 of 15. Look at that. Fourth down efficiency, Giants were 3 of 5, Saints were 1 of 1. Rushing yards, Giants had 136, mostly coming from the quarterback, and the Saints had 88. Passing yards, 199 for the Giants, 244 for the Saints. Wow, nice. Total yards, 335 for the Giants and 332 for the Saints. Saints didn't give up any sacks. Giants had 2 interceptions. Saints had 0. Punts. The Giants had 2 for a 37-yard average, and the Saints had 2 for a 41-yard average. Penalties. Giants 8 for 95, and the Saints 7 for 43. So still not bad. I mean, better than what it used to be. Giants, big stat right here. 3 fumbles lost. 3 fumbles lost. Way to go, Saints, for punching the ball out. And then time of possession, Giants 31-50, the Saints 28-10. So pretty much even there. So, I mean, what this tells me is that the game was pretty much even. You know, the Saints lost the rushing battle, but won the passing battle. And total yards were just about even. You know, and the Saints did get off the field on third down. You know, they gave up a couple of fourth down conversions, but, you know, I mean, the defense played lights out in the second half. Couple of the individual stats let's get into. So Spencer Rattler was 20 of 30 for 225 yards, 1 big touchdown, 87 yards to Rashid Shaheed. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Let's start bombing away on these people, man. They can't cover Shaheed. My man, Taysom Hill, was 1 of 1 for 19 yards. Good to see Taysom back. Good to see Foster back. I don't really know if Foster got into the game. I didn't really see him, but Taysom getting into the game, man, way to push it through, man. Way to push it through. Kendre Miller, hard running, bro. That's what I like to see. 10 carries for 41 yards. So I think he had a decent day. He didn't have a breakout like he did last game, but still running the ball when we needed it. AK 8 for 27. Rattler had 6 for 21, and Taysom Hill 6 for -1. So not too shabby there on the running game. Receiving, Rashid Shaheed 4 for 114 and a big touchdown. Chris Olave 7 for 59. AK 4 for 28. Jawan 2 for 17. Vele 2 for 13. I think we need to get him more involved, man. Big red zone target. Um, I see him in that Jimmy Graham. I don't know if he's the athlete that Jimmy Graham was, but man, throw him some back shoulders in the end zone, man. Um, Kendrick Miller had one reception for 8 yards, and then Brandon Cooks, seldom used Brandon Cooks, one catch for 5 yards. Now, I'm gonna say this: this show almost became about the goddamn kickers. Blake Groupie, man, if we don't get this guy out of here, whew, that's terrible, man. Two missed field goals. I mean, come on, bro. We got to do better than this. I don't know. And he's a captain. Man, look, let's take that C off his chest and put it on Spencer Rattler. How about that? Now, some of these defensive stats here. Mario Davis, the ageless wonder, 7 tackles, 3 assists, and one forced fumble. Jonas Sanker, I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, Jonas Sanker is going to be a player, right? Jonas Sanker, 6 tackles, 1 assist, and one fumble recovery. He just an impact player. Uh, Pete Werner, 5 tackles, 6 assists. Um, Alante Taylor, 4 tackles, 4 assists. Carl Granderson, 3 tackles, 3 assists. And then Jordan Howden, 3 tackles, 1 assist, but the big fumble recovery for the TD. Man, that was a thing of beauty. Almost reminded me of Tracy Porter. Just celebrated that hard. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Who knows? Um, and then Flavor Aid McKinstry. I mean, Kool Aid McKinstry. We can call him Kool Aid again. 2 picks. Love to see it. Love to see it. Hate that it had to come against a rookie, but you'll take it where you can get it. Good job, Kool Aid. So, I mean, defense played a lights out second half. First half, they couldn't stop anybody. They couldn't stop me out there running with the ball. But second half, they did their thing. Shout out to Spencer Rattler, man, for pushing through. I mean, I know it's been hard. 0 for 11, trying to grow and trying to learn your position on the fly. But man, I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. Cause, it was getting to that point, man, where they might have to bring in Shuck. But I'm glad to see Spencer get his first win, get a big touchdown play, going deep, balls deep. So yeah, man, let's keep that rolling. Also shout out to the secondary, man. Bunch of young guys out there, Howden, uh, Sanker, Kool Aid, Quincy Riley, and they played good today. Albeit against rookie quarterback, not having his top receiver, but hey, you have to start somewhere. So I'm glad they all seem to be playmakers. They all making plays on the ball. Quincy Riley seems like a lockdown corner. Um, so yeah, I mean, and we can throw Alante in there too, making plays. So I'm happy with the way that they produced today. I'm happy with this secondary. You know, if we get somewhat of a pass rush, Chase Young, where you at? Clock's ticking, man. Clock's ticking. Seasons. I mean, 5 games in, where you at, bro? Chase Young. But anyway, also shout out to Kellen Moore, man. Just a way to overcome the 0-4 start. Youngest head coach in the league, first job, a lot of pressure on you. Local media's, a lot of pressure. national media written you off. So, way to hang in there, man. Way to call a game. Game plan was good. You know, past 2 weeks I really did like the game plan. But yeah, you know, I just think we need to open it up a little bit more, you know. But I see the vision, right? I see the vision with Kendra, who probably at this point should be getting more carries than AK, right? Let that be your bell cow. He can be the Mark Ingram, and AK, you bring him in there situational. But I'd also like to see Devin Neal get a couple of carries here and there. See what the young boy got. All in all, I believe it was a good game. Glad to get the win. Glad we're on the board. You know, now we're not the worst team in the NFL. Still bad, but not the worst team. Anyway, and shout out to the Saints and Pelicans, man, for making this an excellent winning weekend. 2 games, 2 preseason games for the Pelicans. If you follow me on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram, X, I'm posting highlights. I'm posting my hot takes. We're doing recap videos. So, just the game, what was it, Thursday, shout out to the Pels, man. They did their thing down in Australia. Zion looks incredible. Trey looks incredible. Fears, man, that boy is gonna be good. Looks incredible. Sadiq Bey, not just a throw-in on the trade for Jordan Poole, but a massive contributor, right? 3-and-D, something that we needed. Depth. Shout out to Jordan Poole doing his thing, man. Pool party in New Orleans, hot summer all the time, So I'm ready to get it with these guys, man. I love the roster. General Joe, again, I salute you. Troy Weaver, salute you. Y'all did a good job on the roster. I'm just ready for it, man. I'm ready for it to start. We got another preseason game coming up here in I think a week and a half, down in Birmingham, and then off to Orlando. So we'll see what it do, man. But I'm ready for the regular season. I think Zion's ready for the regular season. Like I said, he looks incredible, making play after play defensively. Like, hell yeah, And then Herb Jones didn't play. So, I think we just have what we need to make a run at it. Top 4 seed in the West. I just think we have what we need to make a run. So, shout out to the Pels Nation. Shout out to Who Dat Nation. Shout out to the Bird Gang. We about to do our thing, man. Saints on the board. Pelicans just getting it rolling. So let's go, man. It's that time of year where everything is gravy. Let's make it happen. Your boy Big Pob, Lanyard Podcast. Like I said, follow me on all social media, on YouTube. I'm out. You ever had that one moment in life